Thanks for joining me for Simple Faith. Over the next few weeks, members of our staff are going to share with you some of their favorite parables that Jesus told in the New Testament. Today I'm going to begin with the story of the Prodigal Son, or some people call it the story of the lost son, found in Luke chapter 15. I'm going to be reading from a version of the Bible called The Message. It's a paraphrase written by Eugene Peterson. And you're also going to see a piece of art by Rembrandt called The Return of the Prodigal. But the story goes this way. Then he said, there was once a man who had 2 sons. The younger said to his father, "Father, I want right now what's coming to me." So the father divided the property between them. It wasn't long before the younger son packed his bags and left for a distant country. There, undisciplined and dissipated, he wasted everything he had. After he had gone through all his money, there was a bad famine all through that country, and he began to hurt. He signed on with a citizen there who assigned him to his fields to slop the pigs. He was so hungry he would have eaten the corn cobs and the pig slop, but no one would give him any. That brought him to his senses. He said, "All those farm hands working for my father sit down to 3 meals a day, and here I am starving to death. I'm going back to my father. I'll say to him, 'Father, I've sinned against God, I've sinned before you. I don't deserve to be called your son. Take me on as a hired hand.'" He got right up and went home to his father. When he was still a long way off, his father saw him. His heart pounding, he ran out, embraced him, and kissed him. The son started his speech. "Father, I've sinned against God, I've sinned before you, I don't deserve to be called your son ever again." But the father wasn't listening. He was calling to the servants. "Quick, bring a clean set of clothes and dress him. Put the family ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Then get a grain-fed heifer and roast it. We're going to feast. We're going to have a wonderful time. My son is here, given up for dead and now alive, given up for lost and now found." And they began to have a wonderful time. All this time his older son was out in the field. When the day's work was done, he came in. As he approached the house, he heard the music and dancing. Calling over one of the houseboys, he asked what was going on. He told him, "Your brother came home. Your father has ordered a feast, barbecued beef, because he was home safe and sound." The brother stalked off in an angry sulk and refused to join in. His father came out and tried to talk to him, but he wouldn't listen. The son said, "Look how many years I've stayed here serving you, never giving you one moment of grief. But have you ever thrown a party for me and my friends? Then this son of yours, who has thrown away all of your money on prostitutes, shows up and you go all out with a feast." His father said, "Son, you don't understand. You're with me all the time, and everything that is mine is yours. But this is a wonderful time, and we had to celebrate. This brother of yours was dead, and he's alive. He was lost, and now he's found." This parable is so powerful because it provides such an incredible example of grace, of a father welcoming home his son who he thought was dead. But it also shows us how difficult it is for us to accept grace. A lot of us feel like that older brother. We feel like we deserve the party. We have done all the right things and have stayed with God the whole time. And so maybe it shows us that we truly don't understand grace until we realize how much we are like that younger son and how much we need grace. And of course, the goal of the whole parable is not to be like the younger son or the older son, but to be like the father and offer grace to other people. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time.